Hello guys, so today we're going to be starting a brand new series on City Skylines here. We're going to be building our own city and basically just playing through the game like you normally would. I do have a few mods installed here, mainly the all areas purchasable, bulldoze it. Let's see, I do have the pollution remover mod just to eliminate the death waves that happen. They're really annoying. Obviously, traffic manager and the roundabout builder. So let's see here. Go ahead and start up a new game. We're gonna be playing on the Lagoon Shores map here. I have not played on it yet, and I've probably built I think like 3 or 4 cities in the game so far. So I got a little bit of knowledge on what I'm doing here, but I'm still pretty new. Now we just gotta wait for this slow-ass loading screen. I really have no idea what we're going to be going for in terms of layout in the city. I don't really know what this map has to offer yet, but I'm sure in just a minute here we'll be able to get in and figure that out. My biggest worry as always is traffic in this game. It's pretty brutal. Alrighty. Get the map loaded up here. Okay. It's not terrible. Definitely probably expand out to here. There's definitely some farmland here for industry. There's quite a bit here too. Let's see. I don't have any info yet. Decisions. Alright. Start off with here. We're just gonna do the good old classical grid that everyone's very familiar with. This will change eventually, but we're starting off. Get some people in, get some of the basic stuff going. Let's see, we're just gonna pretty much zone all this residential. Yeah. Nothing too complicated here. We'll go ahead and turn the time up a little bit. Actually, I lied, we're gonna have to turn that down. We're gonna need some power. Normally, I start off with wind, and actually, it looks like we're gonna get pretty lucky. It looks like we got some good wind coverage across the map here. So, for those of you who have never played City Skylines, as you can see, the windmill, or the wind turbine, I should say, at the very bottom there, it's got a power output of 0 to 8 megawatts, and it really all depends where you place it. So if I were to place it here, I'd only get 3 megawatts, but in these darker shaded areas I can get up to 8. Now decisions on where to put it. Let's see. I think for now we're gonna go ahead and just slap it up right next to the water line there. That way we can also place our... Can I place the sewer? Oh, sweet. Place that there. That's for my sewer output. And we'll go ahead and put our water pump up there. We'll connect these up with pipes and run them over to my people. Go ahead and just run some pipage so everyone gets water. And then what we have to do is run some power lines from there, and then we'll just run from there to there. So now the city should see power. These all should go away here. Now we are losing money pretty damn quick at the moment. Easiest way to fix that is let's go ahead and zone some more out. Do I have? I do. Alright. So now we need to start thinking about where we're going to put the industry area at. And at what point do I unlock that? think... Yeah, it'll be a while until we unlock that. Alright, so for now, we'll focus our industry right here, because if it's the way... So you can see how the ground's really light right here. In most of the games that I have played, that's ended up being farming for the industry, and later on you can zone your industry area out to where this will turn into more of a farming area. And then we'll probably do a forest area up here. It looks like this might be like ore, coal or something. We'll find that out a little later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and continue expanding out this way. Not worried about the roads or how big they are or anything really along those lines. Just going to continue out with the grid squares. And we'll get those all set up. And we'll also run an extra one through there. We'll zone this area as some commercial areas so where people have money to spend. And we'll also, while we're at it, just go ahead and zone out this area. And we'll do a nice, how do we want to do this? Throw a curve in to take it back. Yeah, for now that'll work. And we'll just go ahead, hook that up, and hook that up. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but for now it'll work. It's not really gonna impact or hurt anything. All this will eventually probably end up getting changed anyways to how we want it. We just have to get some people in, get some money flowing, get the revenue up. Before we do that, like I said, we'll zone this area and this area commercial. And we'll just do that. And that. Cool. So now, basically the people will live here, they'll shop here, and they'll work here. It's pretty much the broad basics of it. Go ahead and just zone out a little bit more of industry here. Now we are going to have to run our water out to them. And we'll have to do the same with power. Though, you can see these blued off areas. This shows they kind of have like a network power system where everything doesn't have to be hooked up with these power lines, as long as they're in close proximity. So all of these houses, as you can see, the power line only comes into this house, but all of these houses have power. So when they kind of get separated off like that, it makes it kind of tricky. So we're gonna have to, for the time being, throw some kind of weird power lines in here, and hopefully we'll be able to take those out in just a little while. Once we get some more people moving in, we get some more population build up. Eventually, as soon as we unlock highways, my goal is to have, you want your industry area to be pretty much have direct access to the highways. Because what you'll find is a lot of these, we don't have any really flowing in here yet because we just set it up. So let's see if we can see any. These trucks here that are moving on the highway, we want to keep them away from our residential zones as much as possible. That just really helps the traffic in this game from building up as bad. Do love the buildings here. They are kind of nice looking. Zone wise, it looks like we could use some more industrial, so we'll just go ahead and we'll zone all of that. You guys can build industries there. Alright, so far not too bad. We're gaining population at 17. We're gonna go ahead and turn the time up a little bit here. Try and get some more people in, because once we hit 2,400, we start to unlock quite a bit. Alright, it looks like our demand for the residential zones going up a little bit more here. Let's go ahead and zone up a little bit more residential areas up in there. So now, yeah, now we got some people moving in. Now we really have to start to consider traffic just for the future, because you can see all these trucks here are driving through these residential neighborhoods, and we'll find that that really in the later game will severely impact. And I'm sorry, I think I said earlier we needed 24 to reach the next one. We only needed 460. I must have been looking at the wrong one there. Alright, time got turned back down here, so we're gonna pop down another wind turbine. Use a little bit more power. We're growing up. Growing the city up kind of quick here. Industry ran out of power. Still growing at a solid 79 citizens. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright. Wish it was not nighttime. We're gonna fast forward just a little bit to get out of this nighttime. Just so I can see a little better. And of course, people need water. Start to complain. Alright, so water is good. Now we did, just very recently, unlock garbage and the healthcare. So, my plans. Let's go ahead and put a pause on the game here. So currently, we have industry set up here, and our residential set up here. What I'm thinking we'll do is this side of our tile here, we'll kind of focus this industry for the moment. The only issue that I can see is eventually I want to expand out to this island, and we'll have an issue. Yeah, we'll have an issue with the traffic if we expand out here. So for the moment, this area from our little city that we have now over to this crater impact type looking lake will primarily be our residential zone, and that's what we'll stick with. So we'll go ahead and start focusing on that with the extra money that we're getting in. We do have our sewer output here, so we're gonna kind of avoid that area. Build out. Why not? We'll run it basically right along this lake here. Alright, that's not too bad. So what I find best thing to do in this game is you want to lay your roads out before you get going crazy with zoning and placing down all your districts. Now, since this is going to be our industrial area, and we just decided that, I'm going to go ahead and plop down our landfill here. Kinda gotta be picky at where I put this, as I'm not really gonna be able to move it once it starts to get at capacity here. And I'd say that's good enough. Looks like we're having a little bit more power outage. Now, we did unlock the budget here, and instead of plopping down another windmill, I'm just gonna turn up our budget about 15%. And what that will do is just increase the power of these wind turbines. Yeah, see, now I'm producing an extra few megawatts. Might have to get tweaked a little bit more. But I think that's going to wrap it up for the first episode of the Let's Play here. We got a decent amount done. Not too much. We set up our industry area, kind of figured out what we're going to do with the city here. Residential zone will be here, and the commercial zone will just pretty much be in between the two. That wraps it up for today, guys. I'll see you all in the next episode.